plan this week is to do a bike recce of the course and I'll be riding for my upcoming triathlon. If there's a video behind me, then I guess I made it. So Monday's training update was, I wanted to start with what I did yesterday. I was on my first group ride, do 3, and that's tough. I've never really ridden outside in a group before. I have twice before. Once I said, yeah, come back and bring your faster bike, your DT bike. I'd love to see what one looks like. When I showed them, they didn't want me to come stay with them again, but bearing in mind this is a triathlon group, they were quite happy for me to. Well, I think they would be quite happy. Other people had got aero bars on the bikes. So yeah, the group ride, I managed almost 32 kilometres. Put the stats up on the screen. The plan was to record some of the ride footage. Just never got a chance. Fingers were not too cold to press buttons, but I never really had a chance to stop and press buttons. Every time I did stop, it was like gasping, grabbing a drink, catching some breath, anything like that really. So yeah, it took just a bit over 2 hours, 342 metres of ascent. It'll mean something to some people, but not everyone. I put down that it was very, very hard with my perceived effort. So yeah, that was yesterday. So this morning I went for a wellbeing walk. I call them Warwick wellbeing walks. They're just from up the road. Just over an hour. 4 and a bit kilometres we normally do. In the evening it's back to week 3 of the Couch to 5k that I'm doing at the moment. Yeah, went fine. Up to 3 minutes of running, and now we're getting the same in recovery. We're not getting more recovery time than that. And what we're running, so it was 1.5 minutes run, 1.5 minutes recovery, 3 minutes run, 3 minutes recovery, 1.5 minutes run, 1.5 minutes recovery, 3 minutes run, and that's it. The recovery for that part is the 5-minute cool down. I took the first 3 at a speed where I could keep it up, keep going, I'm huffing and puffing. Same with the last 3-minute one, and then for sort of the last minute, pushed it a bit. I plan to do that again on Wednesday night as well, the same. Tomorrow we should be swimming. Tuesday was just a swim really. Normally I like to walk there and back for these swims. Just time meant that just with other things on that today, I just had to drive there and back. So we just had the swim. Still not up to the speed you're supposed to be for the fast lane, but just that's the speed he was going. So yeah, swim for Tuesday. Welcome to Wednesday. So Couch to 5k run tonight. We've done that. We've got a bike recce planned for tomorrow. I'm going to try and get some video of that, because that should be my event course. It's going to look a bit different anyway, without cones, markers, course signs, marshals, volunteers, that sort of thing. And the weather's going to be a bit different. When I'm going is almost sometimes hottest day of the year is around this sort of date, towards the end of July in the UK. So we've booked a Too Good To Go breakfast bag box. I really don't know what I'm going to get because I've never done one of these before, but we're going to pick that up on the way. That'll be fuel to start with, if you like. Just some food. Saturday. They always have the option on Saturday of a park run, and I did think about doing a park run today, maybe travelling to Northampton. A few things put me off, and it's an earlier start. I didn't really need to do it.
Ford crossing at the bottom.
We're following the couch to 5k, so really I shouldn't be ready for it, but I know at the moment I could do more than it's saying, which is why today's workout really was, apart from discovering new things on my watch, so it could count reps for a strength workout. So I programmed in it to do some calf raises, some calf stretches, which I'm not quite sure what it thinks they are, and some squats. I'm told to do squats now as part of the strength training for the run. And I just did couch to 5k week 3, only I tagged on 2 extra intervals. I was a bit longer on the walk as well, warm up walk, and the cool down walk at the end. Yeah, my new watch has also got something it can do, and I eventually found out how to do it this evening. It's called a health snapshot. It tells me heart rate, pulse oxygen, respiration date, stress. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. I'll put it on screen because you can download it as a PDF. Put it just there for you. Sunday tomorrow. Some kind of cycling tomorrow.
Oh, so Sunday's been derailed by puncture on my front tyre. Seeing what's caused it. Bit of a shame it's had to stop early, but